So let's take a look at what Quizlet actually offers. When a student would go to your Quizlet without logging in, this is exactly what they would see. We'll go ahead and X this out. They would see all of the terms and the definitions. And on the iPad, students only see flashcards, learn, spell, test, and match. Gravity only appears on devices with Flash Player. iPad does not contain Flash Player. Therefore, they would only see 5 options, which are quite suitable. Let's take a quick look at flashcards. So in the flashcards, students can study, and they also have a few options before they get started. So if I go down here, I could shuffle the order of the cards, but then I have some more options. So we'll tap on options. When they get here, they can choose to either start with the definition or with the term. So because I would be in study mode, I'm going to start with the term and then click on the card to flip to see the definition. Now, if I'm a student who very much likes to have items read to me, or I need items to be read to me, I could tap on, choose advanced audio options, and now I can do some adjusting. Maybe I only want the term read to me, but I don't want the definition read. You could go that far in your customization. You can also change it from normal speed to a slower speed. I'll go ahead and turn it off because I'm not going to use that option today. Now, I'm looking at my first card, Republican Party. Now, to flip the card and see the definition, I just tap on the card, and there is the definition. Now, if I find that this one is probably going to be difficult for me, I'm going to go up here and give it a star so that I can go study it later. To go to the next card, I just click on the next arrow. And students can go through the stack and see their progress over here on the left to know that they are halfway and how many more cards do they have to go. When they get there, they can start over, or they can study the starred item, or they can go back and look at the next item. So let's take a peek at what does Learn offer. So I'm in a disadvantage because I truly did not study my cards. So we'll see if this is what they've put in. So I'm going to press continue. And as I get these correct, it will give me immediate feedback. If I'm incorrect, it will have me do something. So let's say independent, and watch what happens. So now it's giving me a prompt. It is represented by the elephant, which was my question. I said independent, but the correct answer is Republican Party. So the wonderful thing is that it gives them immediate feedback. So I'm going to click on continue, and then it will give me the next part. So now I'm going to go back and take a look at spell. And if you look, now that I've gone back, it's telling me what I've needed to work on, what is great, and what I haven't worked on yet. So it's starting to divide my word list up for me. So I'm going to spell. And now this is really excellent because it actually reads the term to them. If they don't hear it the first time, they can click on the speaker as many times as they need. So it read to me Election Day.
Absentee voting. Vote.
So it just read vote. So I'm going to leave off the E and show you what happens.
V-O-T-E. Vote.
So it read it to me again and read it as V-O-T-E and put in what I had not typed correctly.
Candidate.
So I'll leave off the E again.
C-A-N-D-I-D-A.
And as you can see, it has told me what I left off. So now they're not only knowing the definition of the terms, but they're also learning how to spell them, which is quite frankly important. So now I'm going to the next one, which is test. And here they can test in different ways. Now, again, I have some options as a student. So I'm going to go down to options and take a look. Do I want matching questions? Do I want all written? So I can practice as a student in multiple ways. If there were images, I could turn them on or off. And now I can say, I only want to do 6 of the questions. And maybe I want to focus on both term and definition. So I can customize my test to practice these terms in as many ways as I want. So let's see how I do. The critical part here is they have to type exactly what is in Quizlet. Otherwise, it will be considered wrong. And so now I can go over here and type. Unfortunately, they put them in order. I've not seen that happen. And I'm going to click on Check Answers and see how I did. And as you can see, it's giving me feedback right away so that I know what I've done wrong and what I need to work on. And the last feature that the students have is Match. So in Match, which I am terrible at, we'll take a look. I would drag the term on top of the definition and try to do this as fast as I can. And I've seen some teachers say your goal is to get this completed in under so many seconds or so many minutes. So that is something that you could offer to students as an incentive, and maybe they have to take a screenshot of their time and send it to you. And so that is a summary of what students would see in a Quizlet on their iPad. Now, they can log in or sign up for an account. So I'm going to go ahead and log in with Google, with another Google account that I have, so you can kind of see what happens on the inside. Okay, and again, I have to make sure that I choose a birthday that is valid and would be the age of a teacher. So now that I am in, I can kind of see it looks the same, and I kept my account as a teacher, but if I were not a teacher, live would not show up for me, but I would see the same thing. So it's still keeping track. Now it's just in an account. So when I come back later, it will track all of this information that has been created for me.